What a coincidence! Me too! If you ever need a tour guide, hit me up.
She's like, I'm so gay, what the f?
What can we say about Bee? She went from nightmare-inducing with the whole creepy loose conspiracies going around to one of the most beloved members of the Nocera household. Seriously, that family has some major cinnamon roll vibes. Bee was formally introduced in season 2 during the episode Yesterday's Lie. Here we learn that she's not the evil doppelganger everyone thought, and instead she's a young basilisk that ran away from Bella's experiments. We learn that somehow she ended up finding the portal the same day as Luz and took refuge in Camila's home under the guise of her daughter. Then she gets kidnapped by an incel. You can't convince me that guy's not an active member in the Manosphere Reddit thread. But Camila saves the day with the mighty power of the chancla.
A lot of bad guys say that.
After that, she went pretty much MIA for the rest of the show. That is until season 3, thanks to them. This is the episode that won over people's hearts. She finally gets some character development by exploring her own identity and adopting a new human form. She also grows closer to Luz and her friends, while demonstrating how well she has adjusted to the human world. And of course, we can't forget her gay disaster moment. It's no wonder that a lot of fans were disappointed, myself included, when we learned that she would not join the Hex Squad and Camila back to the Boiling Isles. With only 3 long format specials this season, we could basically infer that her arc had come full circle. Even if we catch a glimpse of Bee on Watching and Dreaming, I think it's probably gonna be by the very end of the episode and not much character development going on. So why did she stay behind? Well, let me take you back a little. Do you guys remember this scene?
Oh, no, don't cry. Oh, the joke wasn't that bad, was it?
Oh, this is so much bigger than I imagined, Lily. I thought Luce was just some lost kid, but because of me, she's wrapped up in this thing with Bellos, and it's just not fair. She and King are children. They shouldn't have to deal with this.
It conveyed the underlying theme that kids shouldn't be handling this kind of serious conflict. It should be the adults. And that message was kind of groundbreaking within the trend of adventure cartoons like Gravity Falls, Amphibia, Steven Universe, etc. All of them showcasing supernatural and interdimensional elements that, while fun, ended up with pretty big stakes and emotional baggage that fell into the protagonists, which were majorly children. So it's kinda neat that the Owl House recognizes this and manages to accomplish this idea with Bee. Her trauma is respected and Bee isn't obligated by anyone to go on the adventure to save the day. She helps if she wants to and feels comfortable enough to do so. In the episode, she reluctantly suggests they go to the Grapesfield Historical Society for some clues, but she has to give herself a pep talk and reassure the others that she's willing to confront Jacob again. Later on, when Bellos attacks, Bee steps in to help, and she's kinda almost unalive for that, if it were not for Amity saving her. And while this moment was kinda funny at the time, it shows how she freezes up for the rest of the fight. So when it's time for our heroes to head to the Boiling Isles and stop Bellos, Bee says, nope, I'm out of here, and that's okay. It is not framed as some sort of moral responsibility that she's running away from. It's addressed as a dangerous burden involving the men who proactively hunted down Bee and all her kind. It's a lot to ask of anyone, especially a child. So when Bee says she's not ready, there's no dilemma or shame around it. It's purely viewed as a decision she makes for her own sake and well-being, and of course, Camila, as the awesome parental figure she is, supports her decision. You could say she kinda tries to justify herself in the end by saying, oh, I have to keep up appearances and disguise as Camila, and in a way that makes sense for the overall plot, but just like the whole reason that she stayed behind because of Masha, we know those are just secondary reasons. Camila explicitly asked her if she was coming. She didn't assume she was from the very beginning, and she doesn't demand any further reasoning from Bee. She just accepts her answer and shows love and appreciation to Bee before she leaves. And after so much trauma and the experiences she faced in Yesterday's Lie, it's amazing to see that Bee has found a place she can call home and live her best life. As a side character, I think her arc was beautifully done, and it conveys the message of self-care in a different way than what we see with the protagonists like Luz and Hunter. Not everyone needs to be a hero and run towards danger. It's also okay to devote your time towards healing and put yourself as the priority. I just have one last question though. Does she know how to file taxes?
Who is it?
Open up, it's the IRS.
It's open.